So the real reason I wanted you to come up here, man, is because I seen you on Instagram, I seen you on YouTube a lot, man. Aside from all the BS, you actually been pushing your tech channel, and I really want to talk about that because even though I'm not an expert in tech, man, I tell y'all once again, like always, I love the tech bros because of tech. I use tech every day. You know what I mean? And I seen you on Kwame Brown, and Kwame Brown's been pushing me to get coding and trades back, but he's also been getting a lot of pushback for that as well. You know what I mean? So, what's your opinion on what he's been talking about with this coding and trades thing, and the pushback he's been getting as well?
So him pushing the conversation about coding and trading, I think it's a good thing. It's something that, in my opinion, is beneficial to Black people if you want to survive and thrive in the 21st century, because we're all not going to be NBA players. We're all not going to be entertainers. We're all not even going to be YouTube stars. So you need a real life skill set, in my opinion, that is actually warranted and valued in the 21st century. And it doesn't necessarily have to be IT. It could be anything. You could be an electrician, plumber, HVAC, something that is a skill set that doesn't necessarily require you to go to college, but you need to be good at something. Like, I live here in Florida. If you're good at HVAC, fixing air conditioning units, you're going to forever be employable because we love the AC down here in Florida. Matter of fact, my AC unit in my house, it went out a couple of weeks ago, and I had to go ahead and drop that bag on this dude the same day because I was like, I can't go one day without the AC. It's just too hot to be playing them games down here. So you need a skill set. So I agree with the message, but the pushback he's getting, I don't know why he's getting pushback, other than I think people want to see him take the lead in talking about the things that he's talking about. So if you're over here championing STEM, you're championing this, that, and the third, I think some of his haters or people criticizing him want to see him actually take the lead and go about setting this stuff up that you're talking about. That's where I think he may be getting some pushback from.
You don't think the pushback is just people hating, or because...
Well, I mean, there's always going to be some hate. You know what I mean? You're going to have people who are resistant to it because, they believe they can go out there and just get it pop in a myriad of different ways, and they probably can. But since this is the message that he's driving and riding so hard, like I say, I've seen other content creators, some big names that we all know that have criticized him for this. And they're really criticizing it from the standpoint of, how come you don't have your kids doing what you want everybody else to do? Or why are you only focusing on doing shoe drives instead of putting your money up to start some type of STEM program, kind of like how Nipsey Hussle was doing before he got killed. So that's kind of what I've been seeing.
Yeah, and I see that too. I'm just like, I don't understand it either, because literally they have like, isn't there like hundreds of thousands of openings in this? Like, don't they need people in these fields right here? Or isn't there like...
Within tech, so you got to understand there's all kind of different lanes in IT. I like to compare it to like the medical profession. In the medical profession, you got dentists, foot doctors, pediatrics, brain surgeons. So within tech, we got like our own little specialized lanes, and coding is just one. The lane that I particularly focus on is mostly geared towards what they call networking, and then also driving people towards entering cybersecurity. Now, within cybersecurity, yes, there are hundreds of thousands of openings out there, and it's only going to become more and more, because with all this hacking that's going on, it's becoming more of a headache. So it's getting to the point where Biden and the Pentagon, they want to put like upwards of like $10 billion into the federal budget dedicated just for cybersecurity. And so what that means is that's going to be a lot of money that's going to go towards grants, and a lot of money going towards hiring people to fulfill these roles. So right now, based off of I did a video on this about a week or two ago, but I want to say it's like close to 500,000, or maybe anywhere between 300 to 400,000 jobs that are just, they don't have anybody to fill the position because they just don't have people to have the skill sets to do the job.
Is this why they're trying to open the borders and bring in so many immigrants?
Well, that's possibly part of it, because you're talking about Kamala Harris. They want to import like upwards of like 500,000 Indians from India over here. And a lot of them who come over here, let's not get it twisted. A lot of those people that they plan on bringing over here that actually will do tech, these people know what the heck they're doing. But the problem is they'll come over here and do it for extremely cheap under the promise that they'll get American citizenship. And a lot of them come over here and do a lot of database work. But say you got somebody who comes over here or who's here in America, they do database work, and let's just say they're getting paid $75,000. An Indian might come over here and be like, yo, I'll do it for 50, as long as you give me a green card or some type of visa under the guise that I can be an American. So
yeah, understood. But my thing is, because why are they having all these openings in America? Because in America, they're talking about the job shortage. They're talking about people are hungry, people are broke. But you got these high paying jobs that have all these vacancies, or decent paying jobs. I don't understand. Like, I'm confused. you know, because we're talking about people are starving in America, the pandemic and things like that. But then I'm looking on CNN, and they got the CEO of Glassdoor, whatever it's called, is talking about there's hundreds of thousands of openings in this field right here. I'm trying to understand the disconnect.
Well, the disconnect is you don't have people who are qualified to do the job. So yes, it's a difference. Let's just say the CEO of Glassdoor said we got 100,000 empty jobs for Burger King and fast food work. Well, you don't need to go to college or a tech school to learn how to flip burgers and put salt on French fries. With tech, you need some level of understanding. So yes, we do have a bunch of job openings, but that doesn't mean that you can just come off the street without any type of credentials and or experience to start doing these jobs. You got to actually know what the heck is going on. We're not throwing salt on French fries over here. The stuff that I do or the stuff that I teach, you're over here literally protecting computer networks that directly affect all of our lives because we're all on the grid. You got to have some basic level of understanding. And beyond that, you got to have some type of paperwork documentation proving that, okay, you kind of know what the heck you're talking about, or you have a solid basic understanding of what's going on here. So you can't just take random people off the street and just throw them into these positions.